Hi everyone. So my term was homosociality. It was a term from chapter 7, and it essentially is a preference for people to hang out with others of the same gender. And in our book, it talks a lot about how this is especially true for children and it starts to develop in childhood. It also talked a little bit about how our environment shapes like how soon that develops, that preference develops, and how Western cultures generally tend to develop that a lot sooner than, say, Eastern cultures that are more cooperative and rely on each other day in and day out. So my personal example was I have a nephew who I'm fairly close to. I lived with him while he was really little, so I got to see him change throughout the years. And my example was that every time he comes over, he really wants to hang out with Grandpa and do like the man things. I always call him a macho little man because he thinks he's always got to be outside, working on the house, working on the cars, and he just loves to do like the boy stuff. The other thing he does is whenever he comes over, we live in the country, but we have a few neighbors that are relatively close, one of which has kids. And so he always wants to invite the neighbor boy over. And anytime the boy shows up with his little sister, he's always just like, ugh. And so they'll make a game of trying to play, and they'll play like hide and go seek, where they'll play and try and get rid of the girl, basically, so they can go off and do their own thing. So that was my example of homosociality. And yeah.